Alright, so we're checking out the JASION X Hunter electric bike in this video. Another 20-inch fat tire e-bike. So you got some 20 by 4-inch fat tires, knobby wheels. I think these are from Chaoyang. This bike folds down, has a folding handlebar, and folds down here in the middle. The front wheel is also removable if you desire to put it into a smaller space. The battery is internal here, it's inside the frame, and you can remove it to charge it if you want. There's a key underneath here to actually turn the battery on. It's a 48 volt, 13 amp hour battery. I believe the maximum range on this one is 55 miles. You got a 750 watt hub motor here in the back, and it bursts to 1200 watts, so plenty of power going up hills and also getting lots of speed. I think this one goes faster than 20 miles per hour, but I believe it's speed limited to 20 miles per hour for the Class 2 rating. Pretty nice seat here, pretty big and wide and cushy. It also is height adjustable. I believe this bike will take riders from 5'3" up to 6'2". We've got a pretty nice rear rack back here. You can add a basket or other accessories. Got a rear brake light, plastic fender here in the back. Got a plastic fender here in the front. Got a reflector and a headlight here in the front as well. Got some mount points here and screws for a front basket, but that is an additional cost. You have to buy that as a separate accessory. Handlebar here is also height adjustable with this little lever here. You can increase the height of the handlebar. Cable management, pretty standard. You got these little wire holders here, and then you got a sleeve that holds the bundle. It's a little bit longer, of course, because it folds down, and then the cables go underneath the frame and it's held on at various points on the bottom of the frame and goes into the controller in the back here. So you have a full suspension in this one. You have a front fork suspension with a lockout and an adjustment. And you have another shock here in the middle with a pivot point here in the rear section. So I'll put up on the screen here what they call this suspension, but it supposedly gives us a better, nicer, softer ride. So in the back here, I have a pretty standard Shimano 7-speed derailleur. Here's a look at the handlebar, pretty standard grips here, headlight button, you got your horn, you got your bike controller, pedal assist up and down, here's your display, and you got your Shimano shifter here, SIS, up and down, of course, and a half twist throttle on the right side. Standard brake levers here, these are mechanical disc brakes, not hydraulic. Got a pretty standard 160 millimeter rotor here in the front and in the rear, and you have a little stand here that's built into the frame, so when you fold it down it's not sitting on the chain. So the bike weighs 71 pounds, not super heavy, it's kind of average for a 20-inch folding fat tire e-bike, and it does have a weight limit of up to 330 pounds, so it does have the ability to carry heavier riders and also cargo in the back. Actually, yes, we have that nice little cargo rack in the back there. So in terms of putting this together, pretty standard for this in terms of like how it compares to other e-bikes. You have to install the front wheel and the front fender. The handlebar comes partially disassembled. You have to install that. And pretty much it. It's pretty much it, really. Everything else is already installed. Got to put the seat in, of course. The rear fender, rear rack was already installed, so that was good. Took about, I don't know, 20 minutes to put the whole bike together. And of course, all the tools, instruction manual, etc. are also included. Anyway, let's go ahead and take this for a ride, and I'll give you my thoughts as I'm riding around in terms of its comfort level, its durability, etc. Okay, we'll start off in pedal assist level 1 for the speed test. Motor kicks in right away, and we're at about a little over 10 miles an hour. Level 2. Hitting about 12, a little over 12 miles an hour. So level 3. 13.5 miles an hour. There's level 4. A little over 16. A little over 16 miles an hour at level 4. Level 5 now on pedal assist. Gearing all the way up. hitting 20, a little over 20, almost 21 miles an hour. I think you go a little faster if I give it a little more pedal. Nope, 20 miles an hour is the max. All right, so now I'll just do throttle only. Level 1, 8.5 miles an hour. Let's go level 2. 11.4, 11.5. All right, level 3. 13.5. 13.7. Level 4. 15, 16, 16.3, 16.3 miles per hour. Let's go level 5. 19 miles an hour. I hit a curve here. Let's go around this curve. All right, straight away. 19.9, 20 miles an hour. 20.1, 20 miles an hour. So like right around 20 miles an hour. So it looks like throttle and pedal assist are limited to 20 miles an hour on this bike. So cruising around at pretty much max speed here, we're probably gonna get the lowest amount of mileage or range, but the ride's pretty comfortable. Brakes work pretty well, even though they're disc or mechanical brakes, they still work as well as expected. All right, so I'm just gonna pedal around here on level 2, give you my thoughts on the ride. It's pretty quiet. The seats are very comfortable. Definitely feel like I could ride this bike for extended periods of time without any issues. And of course, it's got that center shock as well. You know, so like going over little cracks in the road, bumps, that kind of stuff, hard to feel anything at all. I was even going over some speed bumps on an earlier test, and you could pretty much go over those at full speed without feeling like you're going to be thrown off the bike or anything like that. The handles, basically the suspension works about as well as you could expect for something in this class, and the weight of the bike. The motor is the motor in this one definitely feels like it's got good acceleration. I think it can handle hills, and it's going to get you up to speed relatively fast, but there's a limiter on this controller, at least the version that I have, although they're probably shipping versions now they don't have that limit on there. I'm not 100% sure. A lot of these e-bikes, they kind of do that where they sometimes put the limiter on, sometimes it can be turned off. Pretty sure you can probably go into the settings. It's probably a secret menu or something like that. If anyone knows what it is for this particular bike, let me know in the comments below, because I'd like to unlock it and see if it really can go 30 miles an hour, which I'm fairly confident this motor should be able to handle that. Anyway, overall I think the bike ride's fine, very comfortable, suspension works really well. You definitely have no issues going off-road, to grass, dirt, that kind of stuff, so I would say this is pretty average for a bike in this price range. I wouldn't say it's any worse or any better than some of the other models around the $900 price mark. Anyway, check out the link down in the video description if you guys want to check out the bike. That'll do it for this video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.